Okay, good evening, everybody. Yes, I'm back on that Paul Masala and that piece. Okay, I just want to give a quick shout out first. Because I be making friends. I want to give a shout out to Shannon and her Gulf Coast media group that has adopted me. I love being adopted. I love being a part of something positive. Y'all are going to be seeing more of us or more about us as time. We have to get this coalition together. We got to come together. You know, these are things that Martin Luther King spoke about. He wants us to come together and work together. And I love that, bringing people from all different walks of life and coasts and stuff together. And I just love that. I also want to give a shout out to Facebook giving me an adopted brother, which he kind of cute because I might have to unadopt his ass. But I want to give a shout out to Brian up in this piece. Who else I want to give a shout out to? I'm not going to give a shout out to nobody else because they're not expecting it. And sometimes people don't want to be put on blast because some of them are running from the law. Some of them are on the lam. And I don't want to get nobody in trouble. But those two people, they don't mind. So I just want to give a shout out to y'all and the many people I have I am beginning to meet through the Gulf Coast Media Group. GCMG. It's not a gang. It's not a gang. But I just kind of want to ramble tonight. But I do want to say that I have one more music video coming. It may come before this video. But I have one more music review video coming. I got a letter from YouTube stating that they don't want me giving shout outs to music and playing people's music in my video because it may be infringing on their copyright. And I'm not trying to, you know, cause no storm over here. I'm not trying to get paid off of somebody else's hard work. I was just paying homage to them, you know, knowing that their music is tight and real and raw, and I just be wanting to share it. And I'm sorry if y'all feel like, you know, me doing so was infringing on y'all dividends, you know, but I understand that. I respect that to the utmost. But people need to know about this, you know, and sometimes, you know, we don't always want to go to the usual media outlets because they lied to us. You know, they tell us, you know, they tell us what they think they want us to hear as opposed to really wanting to know what we want to hear. Because if the music industry was really listening to us, they would actually stop playing this garbage that they're playing on the internet and playing on the radio and playing on television and sending us numerous videos. And I just want to kill myself with this music that they're giving us. And then they're expecting us to just shut up and eat it. And when you have people saying, that bitch can't sing, could you please? And then she comes out with a new album, or he comes out with a new album. That just lets them know they're not listening. They're just thinking that sex sells, sex sells. Crack sells. You know, gonorrhea makes money for, you know, people that create medicine for gonorrhea. You know, a lot of shit sells, but doesn't mean it necessarily is a good thing. Then they want to tell us who can sing to us. Oh, you too fat, baby. girl, you're 2 pounds overweight, so you can't sing to us. You know, we have to video you from here up. Matter of fact, your chin is a little fat. Let's video you from here up. And you got to be sexy as hell from... That don't make no fucking sense. If we didn't... if they did the same shit they do now as they did back in the day when it came to music, we wouldn't have Luther Vandross. We wouldn't have Aretha Franklin. We wouldn't have had Gladys Knight. We would not have had... Give me some people. Let me think of some people. We wouldn't have had a lot of music artists that came out that weren't video friendly or television friendly because they were had a weight on them. And so I really think that nowadays that they limit things so because they want to go by the sex sells all the fucking time when it comes to women. Because you notice they drop that sex sells shit when it comes to the dudes. Because we get all these fat, out of shape, nasty, crusted teeth, nappy hair, bad built, fucked up ass looking dudes singing and rapping to us that, they relax the shit then. But soon as a female come out and she's raw with that shit, let her titties be too hang too, man, they ready to give her, baby, we understand. We might can use you as a backup singer on tour, but we don't, and that's just unfair. And I think that music needs to let go of that sex sells. They need to let go of that, you gotta look a certain way. They need to let go of the fact that you have to emulate the next person that's hot. Soon as one person is hot, they want to build a bunch of clones. They need to stop thinking that this is the way to go because of that. You have a lot of people that are out here that are malnutrition when it comes to music because they're not getting what they need. Music is like the law. It should be blind. And I know that's a bad reference because the law is... Anyway, music should be blind. I don't care if the singer comes out and they are blind and they are fat or they are hella skinny. I don't care if they're albino. If they're talented, they're talented. And people need to start recognizing that. When I came across an artist online that wasn't, the usual, because she was brown skinned, I came to find some of the most amazing music ever. And I think the industry, the reason why a lot of times the industry is really not making a lot of money is not because of the internet giving people access to music for free that they used to pay for. But the fact that people don't want to pay for garbage. Call it what it is. You can sit up there and sell a person's look all day long, but at some point they're going to want the real thing. So it's almost like it's gotten to a point where the music industry is more like trying to sell us an image more than they're trying to sell us music. And you have a lot of people walking around here just hungry for good music till they're going back to... That is why a lot of artists that are dead or they're either haven't made music in over 20, 30 years are making all this money now because we're having to revert back to old music because this new stuff is just garbage or it just sounds so prefabricated, unreal and unfeeling and it's just unromantic. It's just a whole nine. So now you got people going to old music to find that fix because music is a drug whether we like it or not. And as long as we continue to tell you, girls, you have to be a size 3, you have to have these panties on to sing a song for these people, you are really stealing people. And an example of a reason why they need to come up out of that is one name, Adele. When Adele is killing it, that girl came out with some song. That dude that broke Adele's heart has made her famous. Because she went up there and wrote songs about that stuff because we go through things. Understand emotions is life. Life is music. Music is life. And if you're not giving us songs about music and life and emotions and the things that we're going through, you're not going to make no money. So you can ignore us all day long and keep giving us a bunch of half-dressed females and a bunch of males walking around here with tattoos and with their chest out. You can do that all day. But until you give us that song that been so long, I'm missing you, baby, been so long, yes, it's been so long. We want something. We dying for it. And when you don't want to give us songs that are like the soundtracks of our life, you want to keep us dancing all the time. It's almost like, have you ever seen where you put a dog in like a little confined space and you throw a ball in there and they just run around? That's how y'all want us to be. But there are times when we need to relax and lay back and cuddle up and talk to one another, communicate with each other without using an iPhone or an Android or an iPad or a computer. It's times that we want to be able to sit down and let words leave our lips, because that music behind us is inspiring us to just speak to one another. And that's what's missing. And you don't hear us, and you don't care. You don't care, because you would rather try to mass produce as much as you can to keep y'all in your little yachts and your little nice homes and your little cars, which that is all fine and well. But understand, you may be depriving yourself more than you're adding to your wealth, because you're not giving people what they actually want, because you're trying to just cater to one demographic. If you're trying to more cater to 18 to 21, those are some of the most... Have you ever watched the 18-year-old and the 21-year-old? They are some of the most unfocused people ever in this world. But if you focus on demographics like small children and adults, you will notice that they are some of the most loyal, focused groups ever. For example, when children want something, they want something. Take a child into a store and they see something they want. That is one of the most leading reasons for child abuse ever, because you get to spanking them kids like, I said no, in the store. But go into Toys R Us or go into Walmart and look at the Disney section. Disney has made more millionaires out of kids than many of these businesses out here, because why? When they want something, they want it. We still watching Dumbo. We still watching Sleeping Beauty. We're still watching Tinkerbell. That is a longevity type thing. And then you have adults. You have adults that are still supporting Luther Vandross. He's been gone for years. Still supporting Levert. Those two brothers have been gone for years. You're still supporting groups from the 80s and 70s and 60s and even the 50s, because we fell in love with them and we're not going nowhere. We're not going to stop buying their music. But then you get that demographic that y'all love force feeding this bullshit that you think everybody is going to like. This 18, or even I'll say take it down to 16 to 23 demographic. They change cell phones. They change clothes. You know, they will buy clothes. You can go into a 18-year-old's closet. They have clothes in there with tags on them, and they will stay in there until styles change, and they won't even never wear that outfit because they consume. And I understand that's important to y'all, because they consume a lot, even stuff that they don't need. But also understand they change like the wind. And every time you go out there and you make an artist for them to love, and then they change like the wind. It costs money to develop that artist. Even though y'all don't spend as much money into artists like you used to back in the day. But it takes time and money and promotional to develop that artist and get them to the point where people get interested in them. And by the time they get interested in them, y'all fuck yourselves over and go put out one just like them. And you kind of make the interest in that original artist kind of wane, because they're kind of flip-flopping between these two, because it gives it to them again. It's almost like the new pussy type. You know, ain't nothing, what y'all fellas be saying, ain't nothing better than new. The only thing better than pussy is new pussy. I guess that's it. It's something like that. But the thing about it is that you give them something, they get excited about it, but they forget. I can go through a lot of one-hit wonders. And think about all the money y'all record companies spent trying to develop those artists, only for another artist you put out, it's like you stabbing yourself in the back, that just made the other one diluted and just make it uninteresting. You got so many, and I understand that you're going to still have one-hit wonders. You know, sometimes that's just how it is. But if you stop just trying to cater to just the most fickle, most simple, quickly to change their mind generation, as opposed to catering to people that are loyal and continue and are making the most money. Them little teenagers ain't making the most money. It's their parents. So if you're forgetting the generations of parents that are still waiting for music, don't nobody in their 40s want to really sit up here and listen to no whole CD by no teenager. I can't relate to that shit. I'm going to need something that relates to what I'm going through. So when you have an artist like Adele that's singing about the human spirit and its ability to be broken and then to heal, that is something that people love. And that is why she won all those awards. That is why she became so famous. So I wouldn't say quickly, but in the eye of the industry nowadays, she just put us in our eyesight and we're like, thank you. She's not selling ass. She's not a size 3. She's just real. She's what we know. And if you give them something real, those young folks will come along because they want to learn how to love. They want to learn how to feel. They want to learn how. And that's why a lot of these teenagers are now becoming more violent in their relationships than anything, because we're not teaching them how to love. And I'm not saying music should be the one to teach it, but if music is what they go to for comfort, it should also be a place where they can rely on reliable information. So you could sit up here and put up sex sells and all these reality shows that ain't real. They're about as real. They're about as real as nothing. Those reality shows are so... I'm not even getting that shit. That shit gets on my fucking nerves every time they put another one on here. Mistresses of Atlanta. Really, bitches? Anyway. We're just steadily just chipping away and chipping away and chipping away at what music used to be. And as a result, you're chipping away at a part of society that is very important. Y'all need to learn how to focus. Record labels. Stop trying to shove everybody into this demonic, overly sexualized, tasteless, bland, meatless bullshit y'all are putting on our tables and expecting us to lap it up and then get mad when your Beamer, or not your Beamer, they don't use Beamers no more. Well, they use BMWs, but what's the thing? The Maybachs get repossessed because we're not buying that shit. Why don't y'all collectively sell us some good music for a change? Why don't y'all go out there and scout for some folks that can actually sing? Stop giving us this dry, bagless music that we don't want to support. Stop assuming that we all want to listen to rap. Stop assuming that we all want to be turned into blonde white women. Just stop assuming this. I want to see some more Tejano singers. I miss the diversity in music. I don't want a Puerto Rican singer to turn around and be pop next week. I want to hear what her roots. I want to hear how she was raised or how he was raised. I want to hear some Spanish I can't fucking understand, but I love it because the beat is infectious. I want to hear some rap that has purpose. I want to hear some rap that makes me dance. Everything don't have to be a life lesson, but at least let it not be something that sounds like it's a porno. Give me something. Just don't make no sense. And then you wonder why your checks are dwindling. Because the people you're catering to don't make money. These young folks don't want to work. They want their parents to take care of them. The money that you think you're getting is coming from a bunch of teenagers that don't have money, that is getting it from their parents. Don't you think it would be wise to start catering to the parents? Start giving us music to love? Stop giving us all these 20-year-old singers. You even got Mary J. Blige singing 20-year-old music. Mary J. Blige almost 40, ain't she? If she ain't 40 already. But anyway, I don't want to hear her singing about... What's the little song? I don't even listen to her ass no more. Good boys. Bad boys are fun. And good boys are no son. I don't even listen to that shit. But ain't no grown ass woman that old need to be worried about no good boy, bad boys. By the time she that fucking age, she should know what kind of man she's looking for. And I know in real life that she's married. I'm talking about what she's singing about. I'm not dealing with her personal life. Her personal life is her business. I'm talking about her musically. She ain't got no business singing that. She ain't even in that age group. She ought to already have a life lesson to teach someone from that. And I'm tired of seeing her in that girl can dress. But I don't want y'all to be trying to put no young folk clothes on her no more, because she not even there. She's a fucking style maven. Her clothes be off the chain. I be seeing sometimes y'all be trying to slide her in them young folks' clothes. Stop doing that shit. Mary knows how to dress. Then you got a lot of these artists that are not transitioning. Toni Braxton, another one. Oh my God. I'm glad she left the plastic surgery alone a little bit. But please, go on and cut that hair off. Stop putting all that weave in your hair. Go back to that short shit. Because that's what your fucking trademark. You and Halle Berry, trademark. Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to be young. Be mature. You don't have to be old. Just be mature. Be your age. You don't see me, you don't see me walking around here in a bikini knowing fucking well I don't belong in one. Let's come on, grow up. You got a lot of these singers that like, let me, this girl popped in my head right now and I have to bring her. Jasmine Sullivan. Jasmine Sullivan, sweetie, come back. Don't let this industry try to turn you into this pop when you are one of the most amazing soul singers of your time. Put your library of music together contrary to what this industry is doing and fight. Don't let them tear you down or try to make you think you need to be skinny. Be healthy. You know what I'm saying? But don't succumb to them trying to categorize you or trying to, whatever it is you're going through that made you say, I need to take a step back. I understand you taking a step back, but don't leave us. Even if you have to do like Lauryn Hill, just put it out anyway. And fight it. Fight for us, because we need your music. We need to hear your voice. It kind of disappointed me to not hear some more music from you, not to see more videos of you. I want all of you. I don't care if you have a little pooch in the front, or you're not a size 3, or you're not bathing suit size. I need to hear your voice. I don't love you because of what you look like. I love you because your writing skills are so amazing, and they're relatable, and you're young. And your voice is beat for the gods. Oh my God. The first time I heard you sing, it was a video and it was live and it was a guy dancing around you. And I was in tears. Oh my God, I was in tears. And, I cry at, the least little thing. That's me, because I'm very emotional, because I love to feel. And if it means bring a tear, I'm going to bring that tear, baby. But hearing you sing that song was just so amazing. And it just took me back to when people actually nurtured talent. Just to see that live and that energy and that vocal technique at such an early age is that child prodigy thing that we don't see anymore. We don't see any more Tevin Campbells, ABC, Criss Crosses. We don't see many of those anymore. So when we get someone that has kind of transitioned into the music industry that has such talent, it's amazing. And I love it. And we miss you, and I wish you would hurry up and come back. I hope you're working on music and saying, fuck the industry, we gonna put this shit out. And if they don't like us, we'll go independent. I want to talk about somebody else. Dawn Richard, I love you. Keep putting out that eclectic music that is just so, it's just breathless. And I just want you to know, I listen to your music in my MP3 player. No, I don't have an iPod. I got an MP3 player. Sony. Keep putting it out, because I keep sucking it up. I love to hear things that kind of remind me back when Prince was that thing that everybody didn't want to touch because he was so different. And we don't have a lot of that, and a lot of times record labels don't want to touch people that are different because they're afraid. These big bad companies. I always say, throw that shit out there and see how they eat it up. Instead of just closing the door on it and putting it on a shelf. But I'm glad that things transitioned the way it did for you, because we really do enjoy your music. It's a lot of us that enjoy your music, and I do hope you get bigger and bigger, but please don't change. Please don't, excuse me, start making music that's marketable, because you are what inspire other people to be different, and it starts to make changes. And we need more change makers. We don't have enough of those. Another person I want to talk about, hold on, I want to play these songs so bad, but they're not allowing me to. Oh, this is killing me. Another song that another young lady is, her name is Jhene. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Aiko. Girl, you and that little bird-like voice, your fluid runs, the ability for your voice to take a person somewhere and then you end up somewhere else because you think she's gonna do that. She's gonna take us here, but then you take us there. Your lyrics are so deep and spiritual and sweet at the same time. Please keep doing it. Please keep doing it. It's a lot of different artists that I listen to. Let me look. I hate this when I can't play the music that I like because I don't want to, jump on anybody's infringement. But people like Foreign Exchange, I want to hear more from them. I want them to kind of travel a little more and come a little more down south. Come to South Carolina. Come to New Orleans for me. I really need you to do that because I want to see y'all live, because hopefully your group, the group that I'm working with now, is going to pretty much be like another version of Foreign Exchange, where you have different types of people from different types of walks of life and different types of genre of music and aspects of the industry come together for a collective. Giving a shout out to Gulf Coast Media Group. I hope that I see more of them. We need more of that. We need more Jill Scotts. We need more Adeles. We need more... should have wrote these damn names down because my mind is about dry as hell right now. Let me take a swig. Hold on. We need more Estelles. Estelle, I just want to say your voice, the vocal quality of your voice is so timeless. I love listening to you. I love your new music, and I'm going to keep following you. My music doesn't have to be light skinned. My music doesn't have to be a size 3. My music doesn't have to be male or female. It could be just music, I just also want to give a shout out to Andre 3000. Him doing the Jimi Hendrix movie. I think that is amazing. We do need to know more about our music history, and I hope they're representing that Jimi Hendrix in a realistic way. I'm hoping that they're more going to the storyline than they are shooting for just making it look like him. It's just a lot of things about music that really needs to be dealt with. And it also goes into how we choose music for our soundtracks for movies. It's music spills over into a lot of things. But I really do think people need to start, saying something. I think they need to, and by saying something, what I mean by that is stop buying that dumb shit. Stop complaining about music not being of value if you keep getting up in the morning and going to your computer and going to iTunes and buying it. Stop assuming that just because this is all you have to choose from, that is all that is out there. Check for underground music. There's a lot of artists that are out here that aren't mainstream, but they can actually sing. They can actually play instruments. And no, not all of them are fine as hell. Not all of them look like somebody you want to sleep with. Not all of them. I'm not saying all of them are booger wolves either. But also understand that sometimes music comes from the most unlikely place. Like, you'll have a young man that looks like a model that sings like a god. I mean, he sings amazing. And you'll be so busy looking at his body that you miss out. And speaking of that, D'Angelo, I'm so glad you're back. Keep performing live. Keep staying where you are. Don't try to come back with another, how does it feel? Because that video, I felt like it was a curse to your musical legacy. And as a result, we missed out on a very large portion of your music library that we should have right now. But I think in every life lesson, there is something to be learned. And I hope you learned it. And I'm glad you're back. And as soon as you come back to New Orleans, I will be front row. Because I got a credit card now. And my internets are on. I will be in that front row. I want to hear Devil's Pie. That's a hot song. And I want to hear Brown Sugar. And I want to hear Sister, you know. You're my girlfriend. I mean, you're my girl. You're my lady. I'm sorry. It's been a while. I just want to conclude. I just, again, want to give a shout out to Shannon. I love you for introducing me to a great bunch of people that are like me, that are trying to do something with this music, with their lives, that are giving insight to reality as opposed to trying to copy what is, you know, fabricated. That's not real. I want to give a shout out also to my new family member, which I might have to divorce his ass from being my family member because he's kind of cute. What's up, Brian? Yeah, this is me making these videos, bruh. But I got some more music coming for you, though. It's coming. But I just want to conclude. I love you all. Please keep watching these videos. I know I'm not going to be the most popular YouTuber, but I do want to be the most honest. So, love you guys. Peace.